Hello everyone, welcome back to Straight Bat with Devesh. Today we have two very important guests with me, and I would like to introduce one of my guests plays for Canada, and another guest is very interesting. She has nothing to do with cricket. She has absolutely no knowledge of cricket, but very interesting person, and so let me just introduce them. So he is Mr. Dylan, who plays for Canada, and she's Nadira, who is my colleague in TAC TV, and she is living in Canada for many years. I will not reveal that how many years, but she is living in Canada.
It's been 28
and
years.
She has absolutely no idea about cricket. The reason I invited her in this program to find out what are the reasons that many people in Canada has no interest in cricket, because this is one of the impediments, I will say, which is making our game not as popular as it should be, because we all know that cricket was always in the gene of Canada, but somewhere we lost that battle because of other popularity of other game. But let's try to find out what are the reasons that cricket is not getting that popularity in Canada. Okay, so I will start with Dylan, who is sitting right next to me. So Dylan, can you tell me something about your career so far, and how did you started cricket in Canada?
So first of all, my name is Dylan Helliger. I currently play as an all-rounder for Canada. I came here in 2014 to play in the local league called the Toronto District League.
Mm-hmm.
I played at that time was Super 6, so which means they have 6 teams. You have to qualify in that round to play against each other. You played against each team twice, so that was the Super 6. But then they included a few more teams, so there is the Super 9 now in the T&D League. So I came here and played that, and then I settled here, and then I got invited at the trials to play for Canada in 2015.
So if I have to ask you, where did you come from? Like,
so
you belong to
I was born in Guyana.
Guyana.
Yeah, I'm from Guyana. I born and raised in Guyana. I played cricket for Guyana.
Okay.
At all different levels.
And then you decided to come to Canada and give it a try?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I got invited
Oh.
to play for a team, Vikings, back in 2014.
And you were being paid for that, or it was just a
No,
volunteer?
it was just like it's an amateur. It's something to gain outside experience as an amateur, and
Yeah.
as a young cricketer, you want to get experience outside of your comfort zone. You
Okay.
know?
So it was which year where you started here?
I started here. I came here first in 2014.
14. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'll give you just a break here, and we'll go to Nadira,
Yeah.
because we are trying to test her, because her knowledge about cricket, right? So Nadira, do you understand what is all-rounder all about in cricket?
Well, first of all, Devesh, thank you so much for having me on the show.
You're
and
welcome.
we can certainly say that I've been in Canada for the past 28 years. And the other thing is, I did not
you
know
just tell
that was a test. I did not know today was a test. I thought I was coming on the show to be educated about cricket.
No, we'll educate, but all along
Maybe
we'll
we'll
also
do the
ask you
test after
questions.
the education.
Okay. So all-rounder is a player who can both bat and bowl.
Yeah.
So you understand that in cricket we have a bowler, and we have a batsman who bat and
Correct.
score runs. So Dylan will tell you more about it. So coming back to Dylan,
Yeah.
so that was 2014. You started a career in cricket in Canada.
In Canada, yeah.
So what did you feel? It was different from Guyana, or did you find more professional way of playing cricket here than Guyana?
It was different because coming to a country where the climate is different. That's a big factor. And coming from a country that is just sun or rain, but coming here you have like cold days, you have days where you gotta wear winter jackets to play. But it's a different experience, as I say. As a young kid coming up, you wanna have different experience of playing different places. So it was an opportunity for me to come, and I took it. And then you gain different experience. You play against different persons, and try to build your cricket.
So I have a question for you, Dylan. For somebody like myself who doesn't know much about cricket, so what are the basics of cricket?
So the basics of cricket, the basic things, like you have to be disciplined. That's the main thing. Being disciplined, meaning that you have to make sure you train, keep your body fit. You have to have, like, be on time for training. It's all around. So putting in these aspects into your game, it makes you more productive.
Like any other team game,
Yeah.
you need to be. But I think she's trying to understand what is the format of the cricket, right?
The format of the game, because I'm familiar with
basically-
baseball,
Yeah.
but
so
not
basically,
cricket.
like baseball, in cricket also we have two teams, which plays each against each other, and there are different format of the game. So there are test matches, then there is one day, and then there is a T20. Nowadays, a T20 has become very popular.
T10s too.
T10 is also coming up. So in test matches, each team is given twice an opportunity to bat.
Okay.
So there's 2 innings. So it lasts for 5 days. It's a very long format. So it's not very popular in North America, quite obviously, because you have to compete with a very fast game like ice hockey and baseball. And baseball, I don't think is a very fast game, but anyway. So that is one format. Then we have another format called ODI. In ODI, each team play for 50 overs, and we'll explain what this over mean. And then whoever score more is the winner, right? Then we have T20, where each team plays 20 overs, and then whoever score more run, they win.
So how baseball has 3 innings, is it same for
Yes,
cricket?
it's same.
It's same.
Yeah.
It's same for cricket, because in like we have like test matches which could go for 5 days, or we have like 3-day cricket. We have 4 days, but within that you have
So
different.
one game will last 5 days?
Yes.
Yes.
And how many hours is each
So
game
8
per
hours.
day?
8 hours.
It's like
but
office, going to office 9 o'clock, coming
Ah.
back 5:50.
That's a full-time
like whole
job,
day.
Yes,
not
it
a
is.
hobby.
It
no,
is.
no, it is. So
But-
you have intervals, like you have tea in the first 15.
Yeah, you are
and
given
have
break.
lunch, and then you.
So
you know,
after, in the morning session, after 2 and 2.5 hours, you get a break for lunch,
Okay.
and then playing another 2-3 hours, you break for tea, and then you play till till the end of the day,
dark.
and then you come out, go to the hotel, sleep well, come back tomorrow next day, and
Play
start
again.
all over again.
So it's, you
But
say,
it
you
is
say
a
that's
real,
not popular
it is
anymore.
a real cricket
Okay.
where people are tested on their patience, on their skills, because the shorter the game, lesser the chance to test your skill as a batsman and a bowler. But because there is a what do you say, commercial aspect also, so ICC has introduced ODIs and then T20 also, and these are very popular format of the
And
cricket.
so what's the difference between a T20 and the original one you just mentioned?
The difference of a T20, it's a shorter version of the game. It lasts about 3 hours, which as the test match goes like for
5 days.
5 days.
And as we said, there's 2 innings, and each inning is like endless until the team is out. There is 11 player and they get bowled out. You have to still keep bowling to them. So there's no limit to how many overs you can bowl for one inning.
With the T20?
No, for the test
Oh,
match.
for the test match.
The test match.
Yeah, T20 it is a limit. Every team gets 20 overs to bat.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, it sounds like a game of patience, not so there's skills and patience.
Yeah, I would say there's patient more involved in the test match that goes for 5 days. But
Yeah.
the skill is for the shorter version. That's the T20. That goes at a fast pace. Then you have to keep thinking. You have to do a lot of quick action, quick movements. It's a fast pace. That's the T20. That's more intense. You got to.
Yeah. So if I have to ask you, Nadira, when did you heard about cricket in Canada first time? Was it me or anybody
No,
else
no,
told you
a little
about
bit
it?
before you.
That-
I've heard about cricket a long, long time ago, a while back. But because it's not a very popular game even here, or it's not really, I've seen it actually on TV a few times, but not as popular as, you know, the hockey and baseball and basketball. So that's why I'm not familiar with it, and I have personally never played it, but I am looking forward to the opportunity to play cricket one day.
Yeah. So I'll tell you, there are some aspect of to make any game a popularity. The first and most important thing is that you must have a champions who you can market. The second most important factor is your championship, and third important factor is your statistic. So we'll talk about it after the break. So let's go for the break and see you after the break. Thank you.
All natural sweetener, Flavor All. 20 flavors to choose from. The perfect substitute for sugar and artificial sweeteners.
Flavor All by Greenish.
Flavor All from Greenish, now available at Rexall pharmacies.
I'm Nick Jakern of Nick Jakern Financial Solutions, Senior Investment Advisor and Director of Private Client Group.
Nick Jakern Financial Solutions is a full-service brokerage firm in Toronto, Ontario, and has been in business for more than 20 years, servicing and building lifelong relationships with his clients. Have peace of mind knowing that you are financially secure and stable. Nick Jakern offers a range of financial services. To learn more, visit us at nickjakernfinancialsolutions.com or contact us today at 416-412-4272.
Welcome back. As you know, we were discussing about the popularity of cricket in Canada and what are the different aspects and reasons because of which sports has not, has become very popular in Canada. And you know, with me today, we have a very renowned player from Canada, Mr. Dylan, and one of the very famous face from TAC TV, one of the star anchor of TAC TV. Nadira is with us, and I'm very thankful that she volunteered to join us and tell her experience with cricket, although it is very small and very few, right? So coming back to you, Nadira, I think if I'm not wrong, you come from Mauritius originally.
Correct.
And Mauritius is also a very Indian origin population and demographic. So you never saw cricket, on the ground, So tell me your experience. Like.
Absolutely. I grew up on the beautiful island of Mauritius. Unfortunately, no, even though we are of East Indian background, which was the British brought the Indians in Mauritius and also West Indian, the most popular game there was soccer.
Oh, soccer.
Right? So I grew up with soccer, and that's what we had, and volleyball. I played volleyball at school, and soccer was the game that every kid on the street was playing, every family members was playing, because it was also the cheapest form of a sport, right? All you needed was a ball. That's it. Right? So soccer is very, very common and popular in the African countries, and that's what I grew up with. I can't recall or say that I've seen baseball or cricket, for that matter, in Mauritius. I've never seen it until I came here, and I've seen some televised, very few though, not as popular as you mentioned earlier, of games on TV regarding cricket.
What's your experience like back in? Your home country, there was a popular game and you always identify yourself with cricket?
Yeah, like in Guyana, cricket is like, it's like a breadwinner. Like everyone, like you grow up in a cricket home, every single one. Grow up in cricket, like you dream cricket, you sleep cricket, you eat cricket. So
it's like India.
Yeah, it's like cricket is in the bones.
A religion.
Yeah.
It's kind of religion.
Which was introduced by the British, right?
Yeah. And I'm surprised why it was
Me
not
too.
introduced
As he's saying that.
Mauritius also. British took all the Indians to the Mauritius, but it never took the cricket there, right?
No, but it did for West Indies. So that's why it was interesting, because it was the same kind of colonization that took place.
So let me ask you another question, and it is a quiz.
Oh.
Do you know Virat Kohli?
No, I will be failing this test, guys.
So this lady does not know Virat Kohli. So you can understand where the Canada stand as far as cricket is concerned. So Virat Kohli is one of the most glamorous and the most successful player in the world today, and I have not seen anybody who does not know about Virat Kohli. He is also the richest athlete nowadays.
Well, now you know one person.
So that shows that where cricket stand in popularity chart in Canada. So do you know? I think you should know about Virat Kohli.
I do know that.
So why I bring this topic about Virat Kohli is that to make a game popular in any country, you need a champion, and that's where we are lacking. We do not have champions. So we'll go to Dylan, because he is the right person to answer this question. That why you think that we are not producing enough champions, although we are playing cricket for a very long time. What are the reasons? Just list 2 or 3.
First of all, I think producing champions meaning that you have to be involved more into cricket. Cricket has to be like a main topic.
This should be a professional
It
career.
should,
Right?
it should be like in a professional manner, professional career. Like you want it to be like the main topic around, so that everyone, it comes from the top. So if cricket is out there, and in order to produce a champion, so that cricket could be recognized, as you say, you got to win championships.
Correct.
You got to have something spectacular that people say, oh, you have to have a moment that brings it out that everyone would remember. You know, like cricket Canada won by 10 wickets. You know, you have to have something, so that something is there to leave a memory,
to create that buzz.
yes, to create that memories and so that everyone would remember the magical moment.
So do you think that because cricket is not a mainstream career opportunity and options for the player, that's why we do not get enough player in talent in this area?
Or they should also introduce it to school.
Yeah, no, it is there. It
Is
is
it?
there.
Is
The
it
only
in
thing is that
cricket?
is not a mainstream game for them.
Okay.
The problem here is that, and when Patrick Brown came to my program, I requested him that from the government side there should be push. I think there should be a push from the Cricket Canada board to make cricket one of the choice, because what happens that if you are an athlete in a 500 run, 100 meter championship, and you have achieved quite success in the area, you are automatically opted for admission in university. They give you priority in athlete reservations, but cricket is nowhere there. So if they bring the cricket as well and recognize cricket as one of the mainstream game, then probably we'll get more talent coming in cricket.
So, like on my point of view on that part, I think that putting cricket in the curriculum of most schools, because like in Guyana, like most schools, you need a program that, for instance, you have physical education. You need a program that brings the cricket into the schools, so that most kids wanted to play, and then you want to spread the word out there, so that each kid would know something about cricket.
Yeah.
And it would even spread to their parents and
Yeah,
so
it's
we
not
can
at
give
a
you a
young
task,
age.
go
Yeah.
around
Yeah.
Brampton or Mississauga and visit the school during the recess time. You will see kids playing soccer, nothing wrong in that. But you will rarely see anybody playing cricket.
Right.
So that's the one area where all the city councillor, or I will say mayor, they should work on it and try to introduce cricket as a mainstream game, especially where there is a population who plays cricket all the time.
Yeah, it is certainly not popular today, but to your point, it's about an education and making it part of a fun activity and educating the kids
Yes,
about it.
yes.
I don't think they're not playing it at school because they don't want to. I think they're not playing it because they're not aware of it, that they're
Aware
not
of it. Yeah. So to
familiar
make them
with the
aware,
rules or
yeah.
how to
Yeah.
play it, right?
There should be a program from Cricket Board also, Cricket Canada Board, to make it popular.
Yeah.
Right? So they should need to invest there. And ICC already allocate that money. I don't know how that is being spent. I have no knowledge, and there is no transparency in Cricket Board to know that. So that's another problem. But we'll come to that later. But do you think that if there was enough champion like Virat Kohli in Canada, not enough, but couple of them, not like Virat Kohli, but if there were champions in Canada, that would have made any difference?
I would let me
Go
answer
ahead.
this one. So basically, you create champions like Canada, as we say, Canada. Even Canada, we're preparing for the qualifiers.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so our aim now is to get the ODI status, put Canada back on the table.
Yeah.
So we're more recognized out there, so that we'll have you would know, okay, who's a Dylan, who's a Nitish Kumar, who's a Nikhil Datta.
And
So-
and just a small break.
Yeah.
And let's ask her question. Do you know who's the captain of Canada?
Well, if I didn't know who Virat Kohli is, who is the most popular,
Nitish Kumar,
certainly no.
Nitish Kumar
no.
is the captain.
Yeah.
So that's the thing. Like we wanna, as I say, we wanna create Canada back there, so that when we go to Namibia in April, our aim is to get the ODI status back. So you would be on the streets and be like, hey, that's Davy Jacobs. That's
Yeah.
the Canada captain. Like, we want to be recognized, even if we're walking on the road, or even like, because not being recognized is not, you're playing for Canada, like, we're not being recognized. So as Devesh said, you need to be on top. You got to create that moment so people would know you. Like, you would
Yeah,
be
and-
known.
And to
Yeah.
answer your question there, absolutely. I think there needs to be more Virat Kohli out there that's not only just being him, but also promoting
Yeah.
it in the mainstream
Yeah.
for people that is not familiar with it or not aware of it,
Correct.
right?
Yeah. See, my next topic is about championship, and I think if you see, and I bring back my experience from India. See, in India, cricket was popular, but not very popular till 1983. It was in 1983 when things started changing, because we won a World Cup championship. So that made all the difference. Everybody started looking toward cricket. Cricket stars were made, and then out of there, that star, a brand was established. So there was a commercial aspect also, which came in after 1983, and the cricket was no more a simple game. It was more than a game. It becomes professional choice, a venue to earn money, and then the players also become professionals. So once you become a professional, you play like a professional, and once you start playing like a professional, you are bound to become a star. This is my conviction, and that's where I think that Canada should have a very competitive championship among this region, and those championships should get enough media time so that stars are recognized and identified.
So are there championship today in India or in England? Are there championship there?
No, so they have a regional cricketing structure
Okay.
where they play among themselves, and then a national team is made out of, they are chosen the player from those domestic championship, and then they make a national team. This national team goes on international arena and play against each other. So that's the way, right? In Canada also we have not a very competitive structure, I will say, and Dylan will agree with me, but there should be at least we have some structure where we are choosing player from. We can always debate that whether this structure is good or bad, but nevertheless there is a structure. So yeah, Dylan is also come through that structure, and we also have a selection process. So we make a team, and then Canada send it to play it against USA or West Indies or whomsoever. And if I have to give you an example, Saad bin Jafar, who was playing GT20 last year, was the man of the match in the final.
Yeah, yeah.
And he made his a great inning among the greatest of players there. They were present there, and in that presence, Saad bin was able to recognize, do well. So it shows that we have a talent. The only thing where we are lacking is enough media coverage, championship, lack of championship, and a good domestic structure where we can build and bring more talent.
Absolutely, kind of more awareness and PR to the
Yeah,
game and
yeah.
bring up the popularity. But I think it all starts also at a very young age, especially if you make that popular in school. Those kids will grow up
Yeah,
playing it, looking for it, and making that the next latest trend.
yeah, yeah.
I think, like, as I say, like, as a young kid growing up playing cricket, I want a role model. I want to follow. Okay, for instance, my role model is Brian Lara or Sehwag or Kohli. So if for instance we like Canadian cricketers have to, as Devesh say, be on top. So the young kids would want to say, oh, I want to be a Dylan Heliger. I want to be a Sad Zafar. I want to be a Nikhil Dutta.
Yeah.
So we need, like, it has to come from us. Like like the young kids will want to say, okay, I want to follow in this footstep. I want to, you know. So
Yeah.
I think we as Canadian cricketers, the senior cricketer, we need to play more cricket,
Yeah.
be more recognized,
Yeah.
like spread it out there. And as you say, the media has to give us the coverage. The
Yeah,
coverage
That's why I
something-
started this program, because I saw that I was playing for Toronto District Board as well, but
Okay.
on the 5th division,
Okay,
not on the top,
Okay.
because I can't play any competitive cricket. But when I was playing, I saw that these players have talent, but there is no media coverage. So instead of me playing, because I can't play for Canada anymore, I've crossed that age, and talent wise also I can't play. So I thought of doing this work because I love cricket so much. So this is my way to give something back to the game, and I'm trying my best, and I'm very hopeful that in coming days there will be more program and media coverage on cricket, and star like Dylan, Saad bin Jafar, Nitish Kumar, Datta, they will get enough coverage, and they can become a star. Let me tell you, they have enough talent. The only thing is that they play cricket, but when they look back and they see they have to manage their household expenses, they see, okay, I
They can
better
earn
find
a
some
living.
job,
They can
right?
earn a living, absolutely.
So I've seen players who are playing for Canada, they are worried about their offices, which is not a case in India or Pakistan or Australia. They play cricket, they play cricket. So that's the only thing they do in their life. So those are things where, you know, Canada Cricket, government of Canada, and we all should come and contribute.
And maybe on the fun side, Devesh, you could probably start a TAC TV team that someone teach us about cricket.
Yeah, and
We'll have to talk to Tahi and Alima about that.
Yeah, let's start it and have some game.
Dylan, you lead the way. You teach us how to
I'm
play.
here.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yes,
sure.
yes. Why not? It's good for your, fitness.
Absolutely, yeah. And again, education for a lot
Yeah.
of people who doesn't know about the game like myself and get to play it and experience it firsthand.
Yeah. So, given an opportunity, Nadira, if I ask you, there is a G20, T20 tournament going to happen, and very famous players are going to come across the globe and they will play along with the Canadian players. Would you look to buy the ticket and go and watch the match?
Absolutely.
Thank you very much. And with that promise, and we have taken promise from Nadira, Nadira will bring more audience for GT20, because these are the championship where we expect that champions will be born, new champions will born, but they will not born unless you go and watch the match on the ground, not on the TV. So that's all from Straight Bat with Devesh. See you next week. Thank you.